Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to HP Society. You guys, it is a beautiful 70 degrees here in the south side of Chicago, but we're gonna put these windows down because my oh my, is this car loud. To my neighbors, I am sorry. Shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's a loud motherfucker. Oh my god. This thing is chopping. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we are gonna take this car out to 7 Brew and take it on a nice little drive. Let's go take it on a nice little drive and get some coffee. My goodness, this thing chops. Okay, fuck you too. Like, what the fuck? It is a beautiful day today here in Chicago, Illinois. Shifts feel a lot closer. It feels a lot smoother. I mean, it feels like I'm driving a race car, you know, but it's definitely a upgrade from the stock shifter. We got to clean the interior of this thing. We haven't cleaned the interior of this thing in a while. When I talk to guys from Cali and, you know, all these other places, 45 to them is like winter. I'm like, dude, there ain't no way. In Chicago, that's summer, dude. 45 degrees, we can do so much. We can have a family barbecue, 45 degree weather. But 7th gen Camaro, guys, what do you think? I'm excited about it. Only reason why I say that is because of the fact that the only reason why I'm excited about this 7th gen Camaro is because of the fact that, you know, maybe we might get a Chevy SS variant, you know, because they're saying it's gonna be, they said it's gonna be a 4-door, you know, who knows? I'm excited. They said it might be a 4-door Camaro, which again, a 4-door Camaro back in the day was the Chevy SS, right or wrong. But then again, the Camaro name has always been a 2-door. And, you know, God forbid they go electric with this car. I'm gonna be very disappointed. But I did say, if they made a 4-door V8 manual, I will buy it and I will get rid of the Z. Oh my God, so many bumps. This suspension doesn't help. Nice little pops and bangs. A nice little pull. Dude, it sounds so good. But I mean, yeah, they said we might get a 4-door variant. I mean, who knows? That wouldn't be too bad, honestly. They're building this 7 Brew right here. That's how easy it would have been to go. But guess what? Somebody crashed into it, I think, earlier, and unfortunately they had to stop the build. Dude, these people are gonna be like, look at this idiot, dude. He got a freaking GoPro on his face. He thinks he's like Injustice 6 or something. You're right. I will never be the great Gavin. It is quite windy. I won't lie to you. It is pretty windy outside. Just the last thing I want is to stop at every stoplight. But yeah, you guys let me know. What do you guys think? I got a lot of hate, by the way, from that last 7th gen video I made. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't see anything wrong with that render. Yeah, a lot of people, it looks like a Nissan. It looks like that. Look, some guy said it looks like a Durango. I'm like, huh, what the fuck? Dude, I think that was honestly the cleanest render we've gotten so far. Like all the AI renders, I think that one was by far the cleanest in my opinion. But it's a vibe type of day. We're gonna go get coffee. We're gonna go chill today. We're gonna take the Z out. Yes, it's not tuned, but we might blow a ring or two. But guess what that is? That's called content, buddy. Ooh, is that a Bel Air? I think that was a Bel Air, right? Isn't that what those old school Chevys are called? Bel Airs? We got a couple S650s for sale. Might fuck around. You know what I really want to start seeing more is the dark horses. I don't really see them that much. And I drove that car. I drove the 10R80 and I drove the TR3160, which is the Tremec, the 6-speed. And I honestly, it was a pleasant drive. You know what? And it drove exactly like a Mach 1. And I know they're pretty much the same exact car. But dude, it was comfortable, big screen. It was. Now, do I think you could probably build a freaking race car, like fully built race car? I mean, yeah, but then you're just, all that technology's gotta come out. Like, I don't know. It just, I feel like nowadays, if you buy a new car to build, it just, all the technology in that car, it's just, something's gonna bound to go wrong, you know? Granted, I've seen, you know, S650 race cars, you know, I've seen, obviously, what was it, Vaughn Gittin Jr., RTR, the owner of RTR, he has drift S650s, ripped out the interior, looks sick. But my thing is, like, all these new interior, just to me, it's just like, it throws the car off, man. Like, especially like, you know, I get the market is not all for people who want to build straight race cars, but still. Ooh, Gen 3? Yes, sir. But I never been the biggest guy when it comes to interior. Like, oh, it has to have the 15-inch screen. No, I don't really care, honestly. I think when I was going through my like German car phase back in high school, you know, I've always loved American muscle, but for a little time I wanted like a you know, an M5, you know, but I don't care for German cars anymore. I think they're very overrated in my opinion. It's the community around it that's the issue. Ooh, nice C5. But I think it's the community around it, because I mean, same with the Mustangs. Mustangs, you got all the you know, crowd killers. You know, people are always crashing them. Independent rear suspension. I mean, I don't get it, but I mean, you know, I guess. I mean, people just don't know how to control these cars. But you know, just like the Mustang has that, like Mustang has that, I guess not stigma, but it has that rumor behind it, you know. And these German cars, you know, the community behind them is just, dude, it's so toxic, dude. They're like, I don't, bro, I'm not censored on this channel. I don't censor what I say. They're retarded. I mean, like, they're retarded. I really don't know another word for it. It's like, so many of these guys just think they just are the best of the best, but it's like, dude, go against the, I get it, car comes twin turboed, I get it, car comes twin turboed, car, all you gotta do is download horsepower, all you gotta do is, you know, all you gotta do is do a tune, downpipe, and cold air intake, and boom, you're at like 600 wheels, 700 wheels, cool, I get it, but where's the real, like, and you want to say like, oh, I built a race car. That's not building a race car. Building a race car is like really going in depth with your build, you know? You just putting down a tune and saying, oh, I am the fastest. I'm Arab, so you guys, I can say whatever I want. I can say whatever I want about the, you know, when I make another Arab guy accent, I could do it. It's not racist. Oh, female in a Challenger, huh? Hey, speed limit's 45, asshole, not 50. You know what's gonna suck for this car? So I'm gonna tell you guys some personal stuff. I can't wear short sleeves in, you know, outside, or even like my sensitive is, or my skin is very sensitive. I cannot wear, you know, long sleeves outside, or I'm sorry, I can't wear short sleeves. I could wear short sleeves if I put cream. I don't like the oily, you know, feeling. So for that reason, I wear hoodies outside, or I wear long sleeve shirts. Just depends, but my skin's very sensitive to the sun, which kind of sucks. But the main thing that sucks about this is the fact that this car is a no AC car. There's no AC compressor. This car had to be optioned out with AC, and this is what obviously adds to the rarity of this car, because not many people were like, oh well, I'm not buying a race car, you know, unless I'm, you know, getting AC. You know, what the hell, I'm not gonna give AC up. Yeah, granted, was it a weight reduction for 100%? But come on, dude, whoever had this car first, you gotta option this shit out with AC, dude. You can't just drive this thing without AC. Because, dude, I got this in October. We had a hot day in October. I'm pretty sure it was like 80. And, dude, I just sweated my ass off, dude. I'm like, this summer is going to suck. But you know what? I'm probably won't even drive it on 90-degree days, just because this LS7 gets pretty hot. God forbid, you know, I don't want to overheat the motor, you know. But from what I heard, there's never been any cooling issues with, you know, the LS7s, at least from what I heard from the Z28 owners. My guy Moody, you know, he has that 700 horsepower NA Z06, and he's you know, he's always fine. in the summer. The car's really never overheating, and you know, his car still has AC, which obviously, you know, we might have to add, we might have to add AC in this car, but I don't know, man. Oh, another Camaro owner. Yeah, it's a V6, nice little RS. Can't go wrong with those at all. Oh my god, dude, dude, turn this shit off. It's off. I can still feel heat coming through this motherfucker. Maybe? Does that work? You know what? Let's try something. Maybe this car has AC. We just don't know about it. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, absolutely. That's straight heat right there. That is straight heat. Yep, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to put AC in this car for sure. Ooh, Roush Mustang, nice. Ooh, Coyotes. Oh my god. We never rose it up that high. Because again, the car's not tuned, but car's not tuned at all. But like I said, we don't want to ruin anything. We don't want to blow any rings, scat back wide body. We got some nice cars today, boys. We got a TRX right next to us. Very good. I love the TRXs, dude. I really wanted one. So when I fun store Hennessy, powered by Hennessy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what he has on his plate. This is a Hennessy TRX? Oh, I thought it was a Hennessy TRX. I was about to say, holy shit. C8, nice little C8 action over there. ZR2. So yeah, that was actually my three choices in trucks, was between those three. And but yeah, before I bought my Silverado, or I built my Silverado, I actually built the Silverado RST for a little bit, and had a 6.2, nice car. I was actually gonna get a used TRX and make content with it, but it's like, dude, it's like, at the time the TRX was very still. It was like a new truck, you know, not many people were like looking into it. Pontiac G8, beautiful. Oh my god, that was an old lady that was driving it. Another TRX. But like, you see what I mean? Now it's like a very common truck. You know, like, the one thing I wanted on the channel, I wanted to be, you know, different. You know, I know like to some people that's like corny and that's kind of stupid, but it's like, I wanted to do things differently. You know, I wanted to, you know, all my cars, I wanted them to be different. You know, wish I could have a Corvette. I just can't fit in them, dude. It sucks, but hell yeah, you can't go wrong. Hell yeah, that's nice. There we go, Tesla. Take your sweet ass time. So corny. Go ahead and add an angle. Pulling into 7, bro. I see you. I see you. I got you. Okay, so right when I want to do it, you want to do it. She knows. Hey, how you doing?
Good. You got a phone number with us?
Yeah, 708.
What can I get started for you today?
Can I do a small brunette? Iced? And can you add cold foam on there?
Yeah.
And that should be it. Thank you so much. We got the coffee. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able. Hold on. Coffee tastes good. We got the coffee. We gotta get a good thumbnail right here. Actually, like maybe right here. Yep, we got the coffee. But man, look at this thing. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna take a nice little drive back home. I appreciate you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please hit that subscribe button, push the notification button so you can be notified every video. But like I said, we got tuning day coming up. we're gonna have to do an MGW install review with the new shifter. We are doing a new manifold. We're actually, this is version 1 of the car. Version 2 coming up in the winter is going to be a fully built NA car, which is going to be crazy. Shout out to my guys from Southwest Auto Works. Shout out to my guy Pat. Shout out to my guy Khaled, or Cater. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I love this car. It's like, I love my Mustang. Like, my Mustang was my baby. I love my 1LE. My 1LE to this day will always still be one of my favorite cars I've ever driven. But like, dude, something about this just makes me just so happy. And it's like, I'm so blessed. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.